Hey guys, welcome back to the channel today. My name is Amelia and today we are going to be going over Spelling You See Part 1 and Part 2. Wordly Wise Book 3. Yeah, it's not really a 6th grade thing, but I would like Riley to get the lay of the land, and I think that this works for him. We did Book 2 with Lorelai this year, and it was really good for them both, so I think we're just going to do this. And then a thing of creative writing. I thought it looked fun, plus it was going to help get the kids into writing a little bit. I did get one for Lily, although I'm not sure she's ready for it. So there's what we're going to look in today. Spelling You See Level D, Wordly Wise, and creative writing. Alright, so for creative writing, this is I think it's Christian Light Publications or Christian Light Education. Either way, the same basic company. And it's Sparkling Bits of Writing, Book 1. So this looks really fun. So there's a little introduction. And then they're going to, here's what they do in them, or do for the lessons. And it's a very short lessons. I should be doing this with my right hand. I don't know why I always do it with my left, but you know what? I do. So there's more of what they will be on. I should maybe put it like this, you can see better. So you can look at that. So there's 75 lessons. So the first one, this is basically the lesson. Just tell me all about me. An acoustic. Acoustic. I'm not playing the guitar here. Acrostic. Alright, so it gives an example, and so they're going to write their name on here, and they're going to put stuff on there about themselves. And then they have another piece of paper. So then here they write just a basic, free writing. Just start writing. It doesn't matter. Just start writing, and the rest will come to you. Same with lesson 3. It says, write the reasons, pros and cons for having a smartphone. Here, you don't need to worry about grammar and punctuation. You just write. You might have to think a little bit harder because the list has to be a certain length. But it's a fun part of stretching your brain. After all, once your brain is stretched, you'll never return to the original size. Go ahead, team up with a friend, and see what you can come up with. And the first is write a list of 5 reasons why everyone should have a smartphone. Write a list of 5 reasons why everyone should not have a smartphone. And then here you can draw a smartphone, or what I'm going to have my kids is, what my kids do is tell them or ask them, to compare and contrast them. So on this piece. So yeah, so this is just a little fun little thing I thought they would do. It's not necessarily, graded, but I think that it will really help my kids kind of do a little bit more writing. They have writing days at the end of their books on their light units, but yeah. So this one is when you are having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. What normally happens? Tell us about it. So kind of stuff like that. Another acrostic. So yeah, there is the review for the creative writing. I know, I kind of babble and I hate this kind of stuff. I don't hate, I strongly dislike what Gary tells me to say. But it's hard for me to express, especially after hard, long days like it was today, to get all the right words correctly. But you know what? Mom life. And I had no time to film this, even though I was supposed to film this a couple weeks ago. And you know what? Life happens. Anyway, so here's Wordly Wise. So throughout the lesson, we are doing 2 with Lily today. So it's very cool. So you go over the 10 words that it has. You read them, and then here for the first day, words with their meanings. Look at a group of words next to the number. then circle the word that has the same meaning. So that has, you know, the 10 words. Say on B, then it tells you to replace each phrase in bold with a single word or form of a word from the word list. So that has 5 questions. And then applying the meaning still. All right, and then study words. And then it tells what they do. And then for Thursday, they have vocabulary and context. So they have to make sure that they understand it, and then they have to write complete sentences about all of those. Then they have a fun fact, and then they have a writing prompt. I don't normally know if I will have them do the writing prompt or not. And then it goes into the next word list. Let's see. And the 2, they did a crossword puzzle, but I guess they're not doing a crossword puzzle at the end of this one. So that will be fun for Riley. I think he's really not necessarily looking forward to it, but it's something that I think that will help him immensely. All right, so the last thing we're going to review is Spelling UC Book 1 and Book 2 of Level D. And we are working on Level C with Lorelei, and I thought Riley would really like this. So I kind of tested him, and I think this is where he would be. I feel like the word test that he does in the books of the Lighten-Its, I don't really feel like they stick around for more than the week that he does them. And like, he'll learn the list, he'll memorize them, and then what do he do now? You don't use them the next week until you forget about them. But here is a different philosophy of spelling. So what you do is you chunk them. So here is a example for 1B. So this is the first lesson, day 2, which is Tuesday. So you read this with your child, and then they come over here and they chunk these here over here. And then they copy sentence and they chunk those sentences. And as you're reading and writing and chunking, it clicks in the brain a little bit more. Now, I haven't done this long term, so I don't know how that is going to be. But this is going to be day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You do the same thing. And it's different each day because you have, here's the chunk that we're doing throughout the week. But here's the chunk for Wednesday. It doesn't always start at the top. Like, here's Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays is what they do. And then on Thursday, you go over and you dictate this sentence here, but you help them. If they get a word wrong, you go over with the word right with them and kind of give them hints. Hey, what other vowel chunk can go? Hey, what other consonant chunk can go? What, you know, different things. And it clicks in their mind. And then on Friday is final dictation, where you don't do anything. You don't give them helps. You dictate it there. And then you look at the words they spelled correctly, not incorrectly. And then you go on to the next week. It's simple. I don't know I'm not fully for sure if we'll stick it with it for more than 1 year. But I did see quite a bit of, I wouldn't say necessarily improvement, but more of the thought process of thinking about how a word is spelt instead of just kind of writing down and moving forward. So, as you can see, so there's only yellow chunks here, but by the end of the first book, you'll have, you know, endings, the bossy R, the vowel consonant, and the consonant chunks. So you'll not only have, you know, just one color, you'll have several other colors, and it kind of brings it out. And then, so that's the end of book 1, and then this is the end of book 2, so you'll have more of those to go. So I will give you more of an update how we liked this at the end of the 6th grade year. So probably, I don't know, mid-year we'll give you a mid update on how we like these and if we stuck with them. So I hope you like this vlog, and please like and subscribe, and we will see you on Monday's vlog. Have a great weekend. Bye.